Did you know that Chad, a landlocked country in Africa, harbors one of the world's most mysterious deserts? Yes, that's right. Chad, nestled in the heart of Africa, is home to the Sahara, the largest hot desert in the world, a place filled with secrets waiting to be unraveled. Picture this: a nation roughly 3 times the size of California, straddling the geographical dividing line of North and Central Africa. Its northern territory is a vast and arid expanse, while its southern region is a lush tropical landscape. It's a country of contrasts where the Sahara Desert meets the Sahel Savanna, creating a unique blend of cultures and ecosystems. The Sahara Desert, which covers a significant part of Chad, is a world of mystery in itself. It's not just endless miles of sand and scorching sun. It's a dynamic landscape that has been shaped and reshaped by the forces of nature over millions of years. From towering sand dunes to rocky plateaus and isolated oases, the desert is a place of extreme beauty and harsh conditions. But what makes it even more fascinating is the fact that it's constantly changing. The Sahara isn't a static, unchanging wilderness. It's a living, breathing entity that shifts and evolves over time. Sand dunes rise and fall, driven by the wind, while the desert's boundaries expand and contract with the changing climate. Chad's Sahara is more than just a geographical feature. It's a symbol of the country's resilience and adaptability. For the local communities that call this harsh environment home, the desert isn't just a backdrop to their lives. It's a part of their identity, a testament to their ability to thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. And yet, despite its barren appearance, the Sahara is full of life. From hardy plants that defy the arid conditions to resilient animals that have adapted to the extreme temperatures, the desert is a testament to the power of nature and the resilience of life. So come join us on this journey as we delve into the heart of Africa and explore the mysteries of Chad's Sahara Desert. Stay tuned as we uncover more fascinating facts about this intriguing nation. Ever wondered how old Chad is? Well, buckle up, history enthusiasts. Our journey takes us back to a time when mankind was but a fledgling species on this earth. We're talking about the 7th millennium BC, a time when the Sahara was not a desert but a lush, green landscape teeming with life. Archaeological finds suggest that Chad, yes, the very land we're talking about, was already inhabited by humans at this time. Fast forward to the 1st millennium BC, and we find that Chad is home to a series of kingdoms and empires, each leaving its indelible mark on the sands of time. This is the era of the Sao civilization, known for their pottery and terracotta statues, a testament to their artistic prowess. As we move into the 1st millennium AD, we see the rise of the Kanem-Bornu Empire, an Islamic state that would hold sway for nearly 1,000 years. This was a time of trade and prosperity, of scholars and scribes, of warriors and kings. But time, as it often does, brought change. The 18th and 19th centuries saw the arrival of the Fulani and Arab slave raids, which profoundly affected the region and its peoples. Then, in the early 20th century, Chad became a part of French Equatorial Africa. It was a period of colonial rule that would last until the mid-20th century, but the spirit of Chad, the spirit of its people, could not be subdued. On August 11, 1960, Chad finally gained independence from French rule, a major milestone in its long and diverse history. And though the road since independence has been marked by periods of conflict and political instability, the nation and its people continue to persevere, to rise from the ashes like a phoenix, ever resilient in the face of adversity. Chad's history is as vast as its desert, isn't it? A lake in the middle of the desert, yes, you heard it right. Welcome to Lake Chad, an oasis of life nestled within the Sahara, the world's largest sand desert. This aquatic marvel is an anomaly, an enigma, a puzzle that has puzzled geographers and scientists for centuries. Lake Chad is not your average lake. It's a chameleon of sorts, changing its size with the seasons, the climate, and human intervention. Its size fluctuates so dramatically that it can shrink to the size of a pond in the dry season and expand to the size of a sea in the rainy season. This characteristic has earned it the nickname, the lake that isn't a lake. Now you might be wondering, why is this fluctuating body of water so important? Well, Lake Chad is a lifeline for nearly 30 million people spread across 4 countries: Chad, Nigeria, Cameroon, and Niger. It's a source of fresh water, a fishing hub, a grazing ground for cattle, and an irrigation source for agriculture. It's not just a lake, it's a way of life. However, Lake Chad is also a symbol of resilience. Despite the harsh desert conditions, the lake has survived. adapting to its changing environment. But it's a battle, a constant struggle against the encroaching sands of the Sahara. Its size has shrunk by 90% in the last 60 years, a testament to the devastating effects of climate change and overuse. Yet, in the face of adversity, Lake Chad remains a beacon of hope. Efforts are underway to replenish its waters and restore its former glory. International collaborations, local initiatives, and scientific research converge in a bid to save the lake and, in turn, sustain the millions of lives that depend on it. So the next time you come across a lake, remember Lake Chad. Remember the story of this unique body of water, fluctuating in size, serving as a lifeline for millions and standing tall against the odds. Lake Chad, a mirage turned reality, is indeed a marvel of nature. Think learning a new language is tough. Try living in Chad. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting you pack your bags and head off to Chad unprepared. But if you have an insatiable appetite for languages, then Chad, my friend, is your El Dorado. In this landlocked African nation, over 120 languages echo through the bustling markets across the vast Sahara and along the banks of the mighty Lake Chad. Yes, you heard it right, over 120 languages, each with its own unique phonetics, grammar, and vocabulary. It's like a symphony of sounds, a veritable Babel, only with a lot more harmony. Now you may be wondering, how does a country with such linguistic diversity manage to communicate? Well, the answer lies in the two official languages of Chad, French and Arabic. The legacy of French colonial rule, French serves as the language of education and administration. It's the language you'd use to read a newspaper or fill out a form. Arabic, on the other hand, is the lingua franca, the everyday language of the streets. It's the language you'd use to haggle over the price of a camel at the market or to share a cup of spiced tea with a local. However, this isn't the Arabic you'd hear in Cairo or Riyadh. It's Chadian Arabic, a distinct dialect that has evolved over centuries, influenced by the myriad of local languages. But let's not forget the other languages, each a gem in its own right, each a testament to Chad's rich cultural heritage. From Sahara spoken in the south to Daza used in the Sahara, from the ancient tongues of the Tata and Daza to the Bongo Baka languages of the forest communities, each language tells a story. Each language is a thread in the intricate tapestry of Chadian life. With such linguistic diversity, Chad is indeed a linguist's dream come true. So if you ever find yourself in this part of the world, be sure to take a moment to listen to the language labyrinth around you. It's not just words, it's the heartbeat of Chad. Ever wondered how resilient a nation can be? Chad has the answer. Among the pages of history, Chad's tale is one of endurance, a testament to the human spirit's unyielding resolve. It's a story penned with the ink of perseverance, etched by the quill of resilience, and bound by the strength of its people. Chad, landlocked in the heart of Africa, has faced a tempest of trials. Civil strife and invasions have marked its past, testing the country's mettle again and again. Yet each time, Chad has shown an exceptional capacity to endure. In the late 20th century, Chad grappled with two civil wars and invasions. The country was torn apart, its people scattered, and its resources depleted. But the Chadian spirit remained unbroken. Despite the turmoil, the nation rose from the ashes, rebuilding its institutions, rekindling its economy, and reclaiming its place in the world. But the trials didn't end there. The new millennium brought environmental crises. The once vast Lake Chad, a lifeline for millions, began to shrink, a consequence of climate change and overuse. Famine and drought followed, threatening the lives and livelihoods of the Chadian people. Yet amidst these adversities, Chad refused to falter. The country tapped into its rich cultural heritage, its deep-seated community bonds, and its undying spirit of determination. They adapted, innovated, and overcame. They implemented sustainable practices, embraced new technologies, and fostered international collaborations to combat these crises. The story of Chad is not just about endurance, but also about transformation. The country has not only weathered storms, but has also evolved, grown, and thrived. It stands as a shining beacon of resilience, illuminating the path for other nations grappling with similar challenges. From the dust of conflict and the grip of environmental crises, Chad has emerged stronger, more united, and more determined than ever. The country exemplifies the true essence of resilience, showing us that no matter the magnitude of the trials we face, we can rise, we can endure, and we can overcome. Chad truly embodies the spirit of resilience. Ready for a cultural roller coaster ride? Welcome to Chad! Now let's dive into the vibrant cultural cocktail that Chad serves up. You see, Chad isn't just a country, it's a living, breathing tapestry of over 200 ethnic groups, each contributing their unique threads to the national fabric. This cultural diversity is one of Chad's most defining characteristics, and it paints a fascinating picture of unity in diversity. Let's imagine a walk through a typical Chadian market. You'd hear the rhythmic beats of traditional music, a blend of drums, flutes, and lyres. The air would be rich with the aroma of Chadian dishes like daraba, a hearty stew of okra, tomatoes, and meat, and boule, a staple millet-based dish. Chad's cultural practices are as diverse as its people. In the Bagirmi ethnic group, for instance, they celebrate the Garwal Festival, a male beauty pageant where men adorn themselves in vibrant makeup and outfits to impress the female judges. It's a spectacle of song, dance, and beauty that turns conventional beauty standards on their head. Over in the north, among the Tubu people, they have a unique tradition of camel racing. It's a thrilling display of skill and endurance, with jockeys navigating the harsh desert terrain at breakneck speeds. While we're on the subject of unique practices, let's not forget the Sahara people's initiation rites. Young boys undergo a series of rigorous physical tests known as the Ko to mark their transition into manhood. It's a powerful testament to their resilience and courage. Chad's cultural richness extends to its arts and crafts as well. Intricate pottery, vibrant textiles, and exquisite leatherwork are all part of this cultural mosaic. To understand Chad fully, one must embrace its cultural diversity, its unique practices, and its rich heritage. The country is a testament to the power of unity and diversity, a place where over 200 ethnic groups coexist, each adding their unique flavor to the Chadian cultural cocktail. So here we are at the end of our cultural roller coaster ride through Chad. And remember, Chad's cultural richness is a testament to its diverse heritage. Let's fast forward to the present. What's Chad like today? As we journey through the annals of time, we land smack dab in the middle of today's Chad. A nation that has been sculpted and shaped by its rich history, Chad of today is a fascinating juxtaposition of old and new, tradition and progress, challenges and opportunities. The economy of Chad, for instance, is primarily agrarian. That's right, around 80% of Chad's workforce is engaged in farming and livestock. But beyond the fields and pastures, Chad is also known for its oil. Discovered in the late 20th century, oil has since become Chad's primary source of export earnings. But like any blessing, it comes with its own set of challenges. The fluctuating global oil prices often impact the country's economic stability. In terms of social structure, Chad is a melting pot of over 200 ethnic groups, each with its own traditions and languages. This vibrant cultural diversity is reflected in every aspect of Chadian life, from food to festivals. However, this diversity can also lead to social tensions, as different groups vie for resources and recognition. And speaking of challenges, Chad continues to grapple with issues like poverty and lack of infrastructure. Education and healthcare are areas that need significant improvement. But don't count Chad out just yet. The nation is determined to overcome these hurdles. It's working towards diversifying its economy, improving social services, and fostering unity among its diverse population. So, what's the Chad of today? It's a nation that's beautifully complex and wonderfully resilient. It's a place where the echoes of the past mingle with the rhythms of the present. It's a country that's not just surviving, but striving to thrive, despite the odds. Indeed, Chad's journey continues, as does its relentless pursuit of progress. Chad, a land of mysteries, resilience, and cultural richness, is certainly more than meets the eye. From the enigma of its name to the resilience of its people, Chad has proven time and time again that it is a treasure trove of fascinating facts and stories. We've journeyed through its sands of time, discovered the lake that isn't a lake, navigated the labyrinth of languages, and dipped into its cultural cocktail. Not to forget, we've also marveled at the Chad of today, a testament to its enduring spirit and continuous evolution. Each element of Chad's story is a thread in a vibrant tapestry, revealing a nation that is both complex and captivating. But remember, there's always more to learn, more to uncover, and more to appreciate about this remarkable country. So there you have it, Chad, a nation as intriguing as its name. Until next time, keep exploring,